Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
Well, here we go again. Friends, neighbors, relatives, randos. It is the Real Film Nerds Podcast, episode number 328. I am host numero 1. Yes, I like that. That's good. Matt Hinshaw. With me as always, host number 2. Yeah, I just called you a number 2 because he's always dropping bombs. Mysterious Mike Talent.
Dude, I like the randos. So welcome, randos. That's
Welcome,
fun.
randos. Well, I mean, we don't have like a name for our listeners.
No, we don't. Yeah, like what would we call our dude? Have you said nerdarinos before?
Nerdarinos. That I think that is what we settled on several hundred episodes ago.
Oh yeah.
Welcome, nerdarinos. There we go. Better?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's way better.
No more randos. Welcome, nerdarinos. Especially ultimate nerdarino fan number 1, Eric from Tucson.
Nice call out.
I threw it in there. He likes it. I know he likes it. So Eric, you better be ready because we got another giveaway this week. So you got to get your email in. He got it in on the other ones. Anyways, we'll discuss that later when we get to the giveaway portion of said podcast, Real Film Nerds, episode number 328. There, I said it again. Mike, this week we're talking about Batman. 1989. Wait, hold on. Nope. The Flash.
All right, dude. Yes, we are talking about The Flash from 2023. This movie was directed by Andy Mascotti, and it was written by Christina Hudson and Joby Harold, and it's starring Sasha Calle, Ezra Miller, Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton, Helen Slater, Michael Shannon, call out for Christopher Reeve, and this movie is
Spoilers. God.
Well, anyway, Barry Allen uses his super speed to change the past, but his attempt to save his family creates a world without superheroes, forcing him to race for his life in order to save the future.
Question. Did you call the director Andy Mascotti?
Yeah.
It's Muschetti. It's very Italian.
Muschetti.
Mascotti. All right. That's fine, Mike. Hey, you're even, he's directed some movies that you like very much too, which is hilarious.
Has he? Oh, yeah, he did.
You have said his name before at least twice.
Yeah, for It. Yeah.
And
that was a good
2.
one. Yeah. I think Mama was pretty good too.
We didn't review that one, so I'm not going to talk about that one.
All right. Yep. I don't know, man. It's just the way it rolls off my tongue.
What don't you know? That he's Mascotti, like a biscotti?
Yeah.
I'm just giving you shit because it's fun. Okay, Mike, let's continue on reviewing Batman 1989. What did you think?
You mean The Flash?
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean The Flash.
So I thought it was fine, dude. It was an okay movie. Apparently, a lot of people didn't really like it, but I thought it was okay. It was a little weird in some places and stuff, but I thought overall it was fine. I don't know. To me, it wasn't anything special, but it wasn't bad either. So I don't know. So
you didn't think it was special, Mike?
No, I did not think it was special. Is this supposed to be special? Did I miss that? Was that undertones in the movie?
I loved it. I thought it was very good. I had a ball, Mike. It was a lot funnier than I ever thought it was going to be. And Ezra Miller, even though his real life, he is a hot garbage mess, I thought he did a pretty gosh darn good job in this film.
Okay. All right. So you had a good time? Great.
I did. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it was almost the complete package, Mike, all the way around. If anything, there's too many member berries, which it's hard to get around with that, with everybody that's in it and what all they're doing. But there's a lot of the member berries that I really loved. And there was some where I'm just like, really? You had to say that?
Oh man, I haven't heard you say member berries in a long time, dude. That's awesome.
Well, dude, South Park hopefully is going to start up again here soon. I think they're teasing another season. So, But you remember when Michael Keaton played Batman in 1989? Well, he plays Batman again.
Yeah. I got you, man. Well, I guess without getting into too many spoilers, man, I don't know how to put it, man. There's been a lot of movies that have been doing
multiverse
type stuff, and this one is also doing it, and I thought it was mostly okay, but it's kind of weird that everything's all doing it at once, like.
Okay, so the multiverse of this film would have been before all the other ones. This would have been the first multiverse comic book blockbuster film. Other than the first Spider-Verse, that would have beaten it, because this film was supposed to come out long before even COVID. This film has been in production hell for at least 5 years.
Oh, really? Has it been that long that they've been making this?
Yes. And so this was supposed to come out a long, long time ago. And it's really sad that it landed right after an incredible multiverse film with Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which amazing, very, very good. So I tried not to judge it on that. But this film is based on a comic book run from many years ago, not a lot of years ago. This is like from, I don't know exactly because I'm not a DC person, but it's called Flashpoint. And that's where the story is inspired by, is from that. Interestingly, Spider-Verse is the same thing. Marvel has their Spider-Verse. I talked about that a little bit. But I think what's making the multiverse stuff accepted in pop culture, this is just my opinion, I've mentioned this many times before when we talk about other multiverse films, is Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty really kicked down the door of the multiverse, and people just loved Rick and Morty and still do to this day.
Okay, yeah. Well, whatever's in the water, whatever people are drinking, it seems to be coming out a lot more in the movies, and I thought this one was fine. To me, Matt, this movie was just fine. Like, it wasn't bad, it wasn't great, but like it wasn't. I don't think it deserved to get rocked as bad as it did in the theater. Like, it just didn't do that well. But maybe people had other stuff going on. I don't know. It's hard to say, man. Hard to say. I know there's some controversy with the star. I don't know if that was enough to drag it down. I don't know.
Well, Mike, I think this is a great movie. I'm sad that it didn't do well at box office. I didn't pay attention to numbers. It's kind of your thing. You usually pay attention to the numbers for me.
Yeah, dude, it's like 55 million, I think, for the 4-day weekend.
Yeah, that's pretty bad for a movie this big. But I'll be honest, I really had a good time. I did not anticipate this movie to be this good. Maybe that's why I loved it so much, is because I was really kind of expecting something mediocre or on the brink of like a train wreck. And I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I loved all the shout outs to all, we'll get into it in spoilers, but there's a lot of shout outs to different things. If you don't read the DC books, which I really don't, I don't know much about Flashpoint or any of that stuff, but they kind of tried to do it with all the rest of the DC films, at least the current rendition of, I guess you would call, the DC expanded universe, and lots of shout outs to all kinds of things across that, which I really loved. I don't know, man. I'm not a huge fan of DC products, but I really love this movie. I thought it was fantastic.
All right, dude. Cool. Yeah, mine was, I had a good time with it, but it was just, to me, it was just okay. So I guess we're having a hard time talking about it, Matt. So I'll just go ahead and ask you, what are you drinking this fine morning, evening, or afternoon?
My life continues to be absolutely just incredible. So I keep drinking my go-to beverage, Kilt Lifter.
Oh, dude, nice. Well, one of these days you got to break out some champagne.
You know, it's heading that way. Things keep going the way it's going to go. That'll probably be the only thing I can afford.
Oh, all right. Well, on that, I'm drinking a Goose Island beer called Neon Bear Hug IPA.
See, now that sounds like a trap for a child.
I don't know, dude. It is kind of childish. It looks like it's like a 80s style kind of like can. So I don't know, man. Maybe
they're trying to get kids to drink beer now, Mike. Look what's going on, Goose Island. How dare you?
Well, you know, if we could get somebody to drink some beer so that the seltzers could get off the shelf, that'd be great.
The seltzers get off the shelf? I don't know, man. I don't see that many people drinking seltzers. I think they're kind of going away. See a lot of people over there in your neck of the woods drinking the seltzers?
Oh, yeah, man. The seltzers have taken over like 3/4 of the space.
Oh, at the store? Well, I'm waiting until they have like seltzers on tap. When they're like on tap, then we're in trouble.
All right. I have not seen seltzers on tap. So, Matt, maybe that is a correct statement.
So, Mike, speaking about endangering children, what is this week's incredible dad joke?
I got dad jokes. I don't think they understand, though. Gotta think I'm funny. Other people never laugh, though. Dad jokes.
All right, Matt. You're going to like this one, I think. Did you hear about the reality show where flat earthers trying to find the edge of the world?
No, Mike, I have not.
Well, that's okay, because it was boring and there weren't any cliffhangers.
Yeah, that's good. That's decent. That's decent, Mike. And I see you're reading from the book. The book has made a comeback. Woo!
The book has made a comeback.
So, all right, Mike, this one should be very easy. We'll see how you do. How does 2023's The Flash relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
All right, Matt. I feel like I don't have the right, when you put it that way, I feel like I don't have the right person. So this movie's cinematographer, Henry Braham, was also the director of photography for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Well, Mike, Mr. Michael Keaton played the Vulture in Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's true. I could have done that. Yeah, but I went for the harder one.
That's what she said.
Bump.
I know. That's terrible. But I haven't done one of those in a while, so it was okay.
Yeah, you're right. You haven't done one in a while. You've been holding back. You've been biting your tongue, as they say.
I have, Mike. So, all right, before we get into spoilers, how about we do is this our fourth giveaway in a row?
I think so, dude. I think this is our fourth giveaway.
Gosh, dude, 4 in a row. Man, we are just getting freaking spoiled by Paramount Pictures. They're just amazing. So this one I had to say is a little different as far as the platform you can watch it on. We've not had one of these, so there's a little teaser for you. But Mike, we gave away the original version of this film from Paramount Pictures back in December of 2020 for Real Film Nerds episode number 198. So for those of you who won that, this might be a lot of fun for you. Mike, we're giving away a sequel to Buddy Games. This one is called Buddy Games Spring Awakening.
All right, dude. Awesome.
Stars are cast from last one minus one person, which I won't ruin. It's in the trailer, but minus one person. It's rated R. It's Nick Swardson, Josh Duhamel, Kevin Dillon, and Dan Bakedahl. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. So, Mike, are you watched the trailer for this? Looks pretty fun, right?
Yeah, dude, it does look a little fun. Looks like it could be a little raunchy, but it looks fun.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably like the last one. I did watch the last one. I don't remember what streaming service I saw it on. It was on one of them. Probably Paramount Plus, to be honest with you. This just is good old raunchy fun. It's people around our age, going out, and this one looks like they're going to spring break, or they're going on vacation and they happen to be there during spring break or something. That's what it looks like in the trailer.
Yeah, I think so, man. I think you're right with that assessment.
So, all right, Mike. Well, what should people do to enter to win a copy of Buddy Games? Buddy Games Spring Awakening.
Let's have them tell us their favorite game that they play with their buddies.
Okay, all right. That could be board game, video game, tag, whatever. Yeah?
Yeah, dude, whatever, yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, let's get to the business for those of you who want to enter this contest to possibly win a copy of Buddy Games Spring Awakening. Here we go. Hold on to your beers. Buddy Games Spring Awakening, the outrageous comedy of the year, is here. The boys are back to reunite for their biggest challenge yet and to take it back to where it all began, spring break. Get it now on the Microsoft Store. Again, it is rated R, and it is from our good friends over at Paramount Pictures.
Oh, that's cool. The Microsoft Store, huh?
Yep, that's the first time we've had a giveaway from them. That's pretty neat, huh?
That is neat.
It's pretty cool. So there you go. Go ahead, email us. Matt at Real Film Nerds, Nerds at Real Film Nerds, or Mike at Real Film Nerds, and tell us your favorite game that you play with your buddy. So here we go, on with the spoilers for The Flash.
All right, Matt. What was your favorite member berry?
Oh, my favorite was the end. I mean, Michael Keaton being in there was freaking amazing. But the end, the big reveal at the end, which I'm not going to say because I think it's too big, but it was amazing. And this one isn't too like reveal-y, I guess, but the Nick Cage Superman.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome. I don't know if you know the story behind that, Mike.
No, I have no idea.
So they were going to make a film. It was in the 90s, I think. And they had everybody try out for it. There's photos on the internet. You can look it up. It was going to be Tim Burton, and it was going to be written and directed by him. It was going to be his Superman, and Nick Cage got the role. And there might even be like YouTube videos of him talking and, doing, not talking, but, trying out for the role.
Oh,
yes.
yeah. Auditions?
There we go. Auditions and read-throughs and stuff. But he got the role, but the movie never happened. But there was a shout-out to it in this movie, and that was amazing. Because not a lot of people know that we would have almost had a Nicolas Cage Superman, which would have been awesome.
I mean, with Tim Burton, it would have been something, I'm sure. Because, the guy's pretty creative, and he's done a lot of interesting things.
Yeah, it was inspired by his 2 Batman films. So they were going to continue with a Superman film, and it just never happened.
Huh, I wonder why it didn't happen, dude. Do you think funding or something? Or
I don't know. Maybe it was too crazy and zany. Maybe Tim Burton was getting mad at the studios. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, that was a whole lot of fun. Christopher Reeve was a lot of fun, him popping in there. There was a shout-out to the original, Superman. I'm spacing his name. The TV show way back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of fun stuff like that. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. I was actually surprised to see all the different Batmen in there. I was kind of a little bit sad about Val Kilmer wasn't in there.
I was really hoping Val Kilmer was going to make an appearance. The other one that I was really, really keeping my fingers crossed that was going to happen, even though he died, was a Jack Nicholson Joker.
Oh. That would have been cool.
I really wanted that, but we didn't get that.
Yeah. No, that would have been cool. For sure. No, it was, Matt, I really like the special effects scene with all the people falling out of... That was a hospital, right?
Yeah,
it was
the
like
intro.
The East Wing or whatever. Yeah. I thought that was fun, dude.
That was one of my favorite parts, probably 100% my favorite part of the film, I would guess, because it was so unique and fun and interesting. And the movie just starts right off the bat. And I was just like, in my head, I was like, oh God, no, they are not going to do this to a maternity ward. Oh yeah, they did. What, like half a dozen freaking infants flying, fall into their deaths? I'm like, yeah, DC is dark, but this is really dark even for DC. But no, he got all of them. He even threw one in a microwave.
Yep. No, dude, it was interesting. That's one thing about the movie that is also interesting, Matt. I don't know a lot about the DC comics. I'm not as huge a nerd when it comes to the comic book world.
Wait, is that a fat joke again, Mike?
No.
Okay,
it's not a fat joke. All right. So, but the movie kind of portrayed the Flash as like Batman's little, like errand boy. Like when Batman's a little busy doing some other stuff, Flash's got to step up and kind of help out. But it's mostly Batman who's awesome and not Flash.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's a DC thing at all. I don't think that's in the comic books because there's a Flash show, which I never watched. And that was another controversial thing about this film. And that might be one reason why it's not doing super well in the theaters, specifically from the nerds, is because the Flash show, the actor that portrayed the Flash in there, everybody really wanted him to be the actor that did the Flash in the film. And instead they picked Ezra Miller, and he, you know how that went. It was a hot mess offset. But a lot of people were really angry about that. And so they might just be boycotting this movie.
Oh yeah, I guess that's a valid point, man. I don't know why they didn't use the Flash because the WB has like that series, right?
Yeah, it's been long running. I don't know if it's still running now, but and that is a Warner Brothers product. It's the CW now, I think. But yeah, it is a Warner Brothers product.
Oh yeah, CW, yeah.
And I'm not sure if it is considered the same universe or not, because they have several shows like that. They have like the Green Arrow and the Flash and stuff. They're a little cheesy. They're very cheesy compared to the movies that they've put out, but maybe they're trying to differentiate the two worlds. I don't know. I don't know why they wouldn't have had him in here unless they don't think he was good enough for the movie. I don't know, man. I understand why people were angry that way, though.
Yeah, I actually used to watch the Green Arrow. It was okay. It wasn't bad. But yeah, it was a little cheesy. But they layered it with some cheese. But it was okay.
It's CW, man. I mean, you can't expect a whole lot. The stories are still really, really solid, but it's the lack of CGI or good CGI, lack of really good actors, stuff like that. That the CW is kind of known for their cheesy shows, but people still absolutely love them. They loved the Flash show more than they loved the Green Arrow, and maybe that's just we're seeing kickback from it now, even though that hasn't been talked about since they announced Ezra Miller coming out, and that was years ago.
Yeah, like from what I remember too, the shows kind of highlight some of the human drama parts of like relationships and stuff, and like a lot of the comic book movies don't focus on that as much. There's relationships and things, but they don't seem to focus on a lot of that stuff, like some of it, because I feel like the CW is going for that young adult, early 20s kind of audience, so they're trying to reach them on their own level in some ways.
Yeah, I could see that, but I don't know, Mike. I haven't watched any of those shows. Like I said, I'm not really a super big DC guy. Maybe I'll sit down and start watching the Flash show. I don't know. I'm watching Titans though. I never watched Titans when it was out because it was a DC product, their comic book / streaming service that they had, and now it's merged with Max because that's a Warner Brothers product as well. And I've been watching Titans on there, and I have to say I'm really enjoying Titans. It's not quite as cheesy as the CW shows. Really good stories, interesting stories, kind of strange, twisty stuff. Acting's decent. CGI could be better, but honestly, I'm enjoying it. It's pretty decent. I'm on season 2 of Titans, so.
Oh, okay, cool. If I ever get a chance to watch that one, I'll check that one out. Right now, I'm trying to watch. There's like a sci-fi show on Amazon. It's an Amazon original called The Peripheral. It's interesting so far.
I started watching that one show that we were talking about last week, I think, on Apple TV Plus. I only watched one episode. I need to watch another one, but it's Silo.
Oh yeah, is it any good, dude?
It was pretty trippy the first episode, and there is an incredible cast. Tim Robbins is in it.
Oh yeah, man. I haven't seen Tim Robbins do much in a long time, man.
And he's kind of I've only watched one episode, but he's kind of like the grumpy boss.
Oh, he'd be a good grumpy boss.
Yeah. So I need to keep watching that. I've only watched one episode. They're like an hour. I think the first episode was like an hour 20, so they're kind of long. But well, not today. That's standard. But it's just I don't have a full hour and a half to sit there. Sometimes I have 30 minutes. Sometimes I have an hour. But sometimes I don't get a lot of that. But anyways, yeah. So I'm enjoying that. It's pretty cool. I'll let you know how it goes. I'll keep you posted.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah, I'm definitely the Apple Plus stuff is, they don't have a ton of stuff, but most of their stuff's pretty decent. So I guess they're focusing on quality.
Yeah, everything I've watched on Apple TV Plus, I would say is really, really good. The Tom Hanks movie Greyhound, it was okay. It wasn't like incredible, but the quality of it was very, very good. The one with him and the robot, that was a really interesting movie. And then what was the other one? The Door Prize. I just finished watching The Door Prize. That's a very interesting movie. That's based on a novel. And so I highly recommend anybody to watch that wants something that's kind of more mind-bending and kind of mind-expanding is watch that because it's a very interesting premise.
Okay, dude. I'll trust you on that one, dude. Maybe I'll get some time to watch that one. But yeah, I've enjoyed most of the stuff I've watched on there.
Well, and that's a quick one. It's only 30-minute episodes, 30 to 45-ish.
Oh, that is quick.
Yeah, so it's fairly quick. It's more like what you would think of as a traditional TV show. So, but anyways, okay, enough about TV shows. Mike, should we just go ahead and jump the gun and just give our ratings, or would you like to add more about The Flash?
No, I think I'm okay giving the rating, dude. I think I'm ready.
Okay. Well, I'll just say this. I think everything was good. The acting I thought was really good. The sets I thought were really good. The CGI is getting slammed online. People think the CGI looks like crap. I don't think it was a problem with the CGI. I think it was a choice that they chose to make it look that way to try and indicate speed and whatever else they were trying to indicate in those particular scenes. I don't think it was necessarily they were trying to make it look as real life as possible. I think it was more of trying to simulate, him going faster than anyone can ever imagine, which I think worked really well. I liked it. Like I said, the one thing that I didn't like super ton was how they went a little hard on some of the member berry stuff. And then I'd say some of the CGI could have been more polished, but those are my only two complaints. The cinematography was fine. It wasn't anything special, but it was fine. I thought it was great. Overall, Mike, I really, really like this movie. So you go first since I know you're going to be lower than me.
All right, Matt. I think you're right, Matt. So I'm going to give this one 3 reels out of 5. Like Matt said, it's a pretty good movie, and it's solid. I didn't mind the CGI with the going fast. I actually thought it made sense. It was a good way of conveying the speed without trying to show realistically. I don't know. I feel like that was a better way of doing it than, because it could allow for some of the things that ended up happening with the timeline. a little easier. So anyway, I felt like that was fine. So I'm going to give this one 3 out of 5. It's definitely worth checking out in the theaters if you got a chance. But, to me, it was just okay.
Well, okay, Mike, you're wrong. You're very, very wrong. It's better than okay. But, I forgot to mention this. You know what how they did the scenes where he's moving really fast? I don't want to say they ripped it off, but definitely inspired by the Fox X-Men movies with Quicksilver, where time stops and he's like grabbing like the Skittles. You remember, you saw the X-Men movies?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's
for
very
sure.
much like that. Like that's how they indicated the speed. And I don't want to say they ripped him off because, they kind of did, but people have been doing that for a while. But yeah, I really like this movie, Mike. I think everybody should go see it just about. I had very few complaints. Again, it might have just been the mood I was in. It might have been that I was having a good time, even though there were 2 crying infants literally behind me, in the row behind me. One would start crying, set off the other one. They wouldn't even take him out of the damn theater. But I still loved this movie, Mike. I gave it 4.5 reels.
Man, crying infants in a movie. That's just mean, man.
On
just
premiere
mean.
night, dude. And it wasn't the first show. It wasn't even an afternoon show. It was a night show. And they were both infants. They were not toddlers. They were not mobile on their own. They were in baby carriers or strollers of some kind. And it was just fucking ridiculous, dude. And I don't think they knew each other, which is even weirder.
That's weird, dude. I don't know, man. We the only time we took our infant kids to the theater was when we rented out the theater and knew that we couldn't bother anybody.
Well, my younger sister takes her infant baby to the theaters several times, but when she starts making a racket, she basically gets up and takes her out.
Well, it's a lot of loud sounds and stuff. I don't know. It's tough for an infant, and then once they start to be able to talk and understand stuff, it's could be terrifying.
Yeah, it's even worse because they're going to question everything and they're going to want to wander around because they're bored. Yeah, so I think you can get away with it for a little while when they're really, really little, but probably that 6-month on stage, you probably shouldn't be taking them to the movies.
I agree. Yeah, for the first 4 months, they do sleep a lot, so you could risk it, but yeah, after that, it's not going to go well.
So, all right, Mike, switching gears. What are we going to talk about next week?
All right, Matt. So there's actually 2 movies I want to see next week, Matt, but, I think we should probably do Asteroid City, the new Wes Anderson movie, but there's another movie with Jennifer Lawrence or J-Law, and it looks kind of funny because it seems super like raunchy and totally not like a movie that she's done before, and it's called No Hard Feelings. So I don't know, man. I don't know. What is your vote, Matt?
Well, I already said everyone on the radio that we're doing Asteroid City, so.
All right, well, there it is. Dude, it looks amazing, and dude, that movie killed it. It was in a limited release this weekend. It was in 4 theaters, and almost each theater made like $1 million a screen or something.
That's crazy, because Wes Anderson is not really... So this is how I explained it when I was on the radio on Friday. If anybody wants to hear that interview, you got to go to the website. It's kyca.info. They do have the archive on the website. But Wes Anderson, you either love him or you hate him. There is no middle ground with Wes Anderson. You either really like his strange, creative, colorful, interesting, well-acted movies, or you think they're the stupidest thing you've ever seen. I have never met anyone that falls in the middle, where they're like, it's okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. They're quite polarizing. I've always loved them, obviously. I've been watching them for many, many years. The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou is one of my favorites. But, that just happens to be because it's, like, about a guy on a boat and all that stuff. But anyway, it's just interesting, his movies. What was the hotel one, Matt?
That's one of my favorites of his. Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yeah, dude, that was a great movie. Great movie.
I'm a huge fan of Wes Anderson. A lot of that might come from my art school years and my art degree and things like that. But I love how he breaks all the rules by doing all the shit you shouldn't do when it comes to cinematography and photography and colors and all that stuff. And he doesn't care. It's what he likes. It's what he wants to put out there. I really respect that. I love his work. I think it is very fun. I think it's very creative. Sometimes it's a little over the top, but for the most part, I really like his films. And Mike, clearly there's a lot of actors that really love his film because they're always in his movies, always. And they're not getting paid well. They can't be getting paid that well. I mean, Jesus, Mike, Tom Hanks is doing his first Wes Anderson movie here. How cool is that?
Yeah, no, that's super cool. But like, you're right. No, I think everyone just waives their fee and they're like, yeah, just give me a script. I want to be in this movie. Because he has, I mean, this movie has like everybody in it. Like every single, like every A-lister, like everybody's in it. It's nuts.
You have your typical Wes Anderson cast. They're always in. But Mike, I mean, look at this. Jason Schwartzman, always. Scarlett Johansson, Jeffrey Wright, Tom Hanks, Tilda Swinton, Bryan Cranston, Edward Norton, Adrian Brody, Liev Schreiber, Hope Davis, Steve Carell, Matt Dillon, Margot Robbie, William Dafoe. That's just the first page of IMDb.
Yeah, dude, it is insane how many people are in it, dude. Like, it's a who's who. I wonder if they all just go out for drinks and are like, man, that was fun. Like, afterwards, dude.
Like, that has to be it. It has to be just a blast to do these movies, or else so many people wouldn't do them. Because, I mean, just the freaking salary for Scarlett Johansson is probably the budget of this movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. Everybody just got paid whatever, like, the minimum fee is that they can take for being in the Actors Guild.
Yeah, the Screen Actors Guild, yeah.
Yeah, so I think whatever that low fee is, that's what they all would take. And then still, with that many people, it still probably adds up.
I'm trying to see if they have an estimated budget, but I don't see one. But still, dude, I think they just do these because Wes Anderson must be just amazing to work with. And two, it just must be a lot of fun and basically like a party on the set. It has to be. Why else would so many incredible actors do it?
It must be. It must be a lot of fun. He just must be a fun guy to work with. And like every one of his movies like is all different. Like, I don't know. Yeah, they're all very different. Very, very different, Mike. So that's why I'm really, really looking forward to this one. I think this one is going to be a lot of fun, especially in your and I's vein. That sounded terrible, but in our vein of film watching, because this is loosely based on stories of aliens and sci-fi. Yeah, no, and it looks great just for that theme. For me, you know, I would have gone and seen anything he made, but like, this looks great.
Yeah, I've seen just about all his films. The ones I have not watched is mostly his animated films. But I mean, I was trying to think of it today. I forgot the name here. I'm just going to click on his name and look up the film that I like that is an animated film that I remember going and see it in the theater on opening night, Isle of Dogs. Isle of Dogs is an animated film, but it is not a kid film. And sitting in my row next to me was multiple children with their parents thinking it was going to be something like The Fantastic Mr. Fox. And it was not. Isle of Dogs, you can kind of think of it as a kid's film in a way, but it is not like a kid film. It's very serious.
No, not at all. Yeah, no, it's very serious.
Yeah, and these kids were bored out of their damn minds when they went and saw it.
I'm sure they were, dude. I'm sure they were.
I had to say, his film from 2021, we went and saw it. I think we reviewed it. He didn't direct it. I think he did the screenplay. Did he direct it? Oh, geez. Now I got to look. No, he did direct it.
With the Royal Tenenbaums?
No, French Dispatch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was 2021. I remember watching the French Dispatch, and it was okay. It was not my favorite of his. And what's interesting is that it's about an American newspaper. So you would think I would love it.
Yeah. Moonrise Kingdom, dude, that movie's awesome. Like he's got, Bottle Rocket. That was like the movie that got.
That's kind of what got his start. Yeah, it kind of made his name.
Yeah, and that got Luke Wilson and Owen Wilson like their start as well, and like in Hollywood.
Right. Yeah. What it is, it looks like it started as a short, and then it turned into a full movie a couple years later. That's huge. So anyways, well, Mike, we can talk all about Wes Anderson next week, but yeah, so that's what we're doing. Sorry, I already announced it on the radio on Friday. So I maybe we'll go see the J-Law movie just for fun. I don't know. If you want to go see it for fun, go for it, and we can talk about it. I don't have time to do another podcast, but we can figure it out, Mike.
Okay. Well, I mean, maybe we go see it. It just looks kind of silly and different, like for Jennifer Lawrence.
Especially
she's done
for
so
her.
many. Yeah, she's done so many serious roles and stuff, and it just looks like almost like a teen movie. Like it's kind of fun.
Well, maybe the week after. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out, Mike. We'll try and get it in there.
All right. Maybe this is her. You know how Jennifer Aniston did like the movie where she was like the dentist and she was like taking advantage of all the dudes.
Oh, dude, Horrible Bosses was hilarious. But Jennifer Aniston has done a lot of comedies. She's done a lot. She's really good at comedies. Well, come on, dude. Your favorite show in the world was a comedy.
My favorite show in the world? What are we talking about?
Friends.
Oh, yeah. No, I like Friends.
Yeah, dude.
For sure.
You loved Friends, and that was a comedy.
Yeah, no, I do love Friends. It's great.
Anyways, yeah, We're the Millers is one of my favorites that she did.
Oh, yeah, We Are the Millers, yeah.
And then even though it's a sad comedy, the breakup was pretty funny, too.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Anyways, okay, Mike, do your thing.
All right. Well, make sure to tell us about your favorite buddy movie or buddy
Not
game.
buddy
Sorry.
movie. Damn it, Mike.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, buddy game. And you could win the new buddy games giveaway that we have. And follow us on the socials: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And we'll catch you on the next pod talking about Wes Anderson's latest, Asteroid City. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now, go out and catch a movie.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ma Hinshaw Loses Her Cookies, episode 18, The Flash, which is now showing at our local theaters. I really was not looking forward to seeing this movie. I thought it was not going to be good or interesting or fun. And I was very surprised because I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. And it wasn't at all what I thought it would be. The Flash, Ezra, is really fits the part. And it was fun how he became the Flash because he was working with chemicals, got hit with lightning. That was really cool. Then he turned into the Flash. Hi, Matt. How are you doing?
Oh, okay. See, I am here, Ma. You just went
Very
on a
good.
roll. I thought you were just going to leave me out of the podcast completely. And then you
Heavens
already
no.
spoiled the movie.
No, I didn't.
You said how he becomes the Flash.
So that's just one itty bitty part of it.
It's a pretty big part about how he turned into the Flash.
Well, but then he's the Flash and he does a whole heck of a lot of stuff.
And then you're going to spoil the rest of it, right?
Am I
You're
going
going
to
to say all the cameos, the end of the movie. You're a spoiler.
okay, I guess I'm a spoiler or something, but I mean, I can't say anything about anything. I mean,
You can't spoil the movie, but you already did. It doesn't matter, Ma. We'll
okay,
just
if I
continue
spoiled
on.
the movie, all right. Well, anyhow,
So, was there Jason Momoa nudity in this?
no, darn it, I didn't get to see him at all. I'm so sad. I'm going back. I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch that movie again, which I would like to do anyway because it was very, very good.
It was 2
But
hours
really
and 24 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's not that bad. But still, I'm going to go rewatch it because it was really cool. And the original Flash comic book was in 1940. I learned that. I don't know why I learned that, but I did.
Who did you learn that from?
Oh, I don't remember. But it was something on Google. Anyway, yeah, just like I learned that Captain America came out in 1939, which I thought was very interesting. So I can't mention anything about why the Flash is the Flash and why the Flash is doing what the Flash is doing.
You can
And,
say whatever you want.
well,
It's your podcast. It's not mine. Mine's over and done with. We're in yours now.
I felt very sad that his dad was blamed for the death of his mother, and he wants to go back in time and somehow correct this and prove that his dad did not do it. And I thought it was a very interesting plot. And it was Ezra was really good as the Flash. He's very skinny. Wow. And then I have to say, I loved Michael Keaton when they first go to get Michael and so he could help them and everything. I love it. He's wearing Birkenstocks and has long hair and a beard and he's just something else. And he doesn't want to be Batman. Oops, is that another spoiler? I better quit it.
Mom, you're just spoiling everything. It's okay. So I have a question for you, Ma.
What?
So Michael Keaton is just a couple years younger than you, and he plays Batman, and he does all these stunts and kicks all this ass. What's your excuse?
Wait, I don't think he does all of the ass kicking because
he does all of it. He's Michael Keaton.
Ben Affleck does a lot.
Ben Affleck was in the first universe. Michael Keaton is the other universe.
Well, okay. Well, I can't help it. He doesn't have arthritis.
I'm sure he does, but he kicks ass. So what's your excuse?
I don't know what my excuse is. I need a new body, I guess.
But Mom, Michael Keaton, he's almost your age and he's a badass. He's Batman.
I know, but I was never Batman and I was never a badass either, I don't think. No. Mm-mm.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Ma Hinshaw is not a badass.
No. Crazy person maybe, but not a badass.
So you're a crazy ass.
Yeah, that's it. So should I? Oh, and we have to mention Kara. She was so cool, and I think she's going to be in other films because
who's Kara?
Kara plays Supergirl. Woo-hoo-hoo.
You mean Sasha Calle?
Well, yeah, but her name in the movie is Kara.
Yeah, but that's not her real name.
I know, her name's Sasha Calle. She pronounces it Calle. There. Anyway, yeah. She was so excited to do this part. And she just, I'm so glad I get to do this part. It's really cool. Anyway, yeah. And that was cool because all the women will love to see that she fights Zod. Pardon me. Anyway. Wow, now I've told almost the whole movie. Oh, well.
What was your favorite part of the whole thing, Mom?
Let me think. Oh, I don't know. I love the Bat Cave. How they go to the Bat Cave and it's been sitting there for a long time, and all these bats fly out into the blue sky. That's really, really cool, and it really looks like nasty. And then they go and they uncover the vehicle with all the dust, but there wasn't enough dust. It should have had more dust. But anyway, I like that. I thought the Bat Cave was really cool. Okay.
So your favorite part of the whole movie was the Batcave. It wasn't the dozen babies falling to their death. It wasn't Kara getting killed or being a badass. It was the Batcave.
Well, I did like Kara being a badass. I really did. She was really, really good. But no. And I also liked, the how they go to different times, or I don't know what you would call it, that there was, red swoosh, and you knew they were going to a different time period or whatever, and then there'd be a blue swoosh and they go again. And I thought that was really beautiful and cool. But not a lot of people notice that. I don't understand that, but whatever. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, I thought it was really, and you have to stay for the end of all the end. Because the end was really great.
The end with Jason Momoa?
I don't know, because I didn't see that part. Because I left early. Because we didn't stay past the credits, which made me very cranky.
I was going to say, I hear a lot of anger in your voice towards your grandson.
Well, yeah, because he said, there's not going to be anything. And there was Jason. That's that. Spoiler. That's a spoiler. Oh, yeah. And I like the end before that, too, where Ezra's going back to his work or whatever. Well, anyway, I can't say. But anyway, that's really cool, too. You will like the end, and will laugh. There were funny parts. You'll love it. Go see it. Woo-hoo. Okay,
Ma. Well, what do you think about the film we're going to chat about next week?
I'm so excited to go see that. I want to see it. I don't know. I cannot surmise what it's going to be like, but I want to see it.
What's the name of the film?
Asteroid City.
Very good. You got it.
Yes, and I want to see it because if he did, what is it, the Budapest Hotel thing, the guy that did that did doing this, it's got to be crazy.
Yes, Mom, it's Wes Anderson. He's done a lot of films.
All right, Wes Anderson. All righty. Well, I'll never remember it, but anyway, yeah. I think it will be.
Children, this is why you don't drink too much, because then your memory goes.
No, don't get old. Oh, wait. You can get old. It's all right. Go ahead.
I already am old.
No, you're not.
I am too. I got one foot in the grave.
Oh, you don't either. No.
I'm getting a plot right next to yours.
I have 1.5, and I'm still ticking, so whatever. No. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And, by the way, how many cookies did I give this movie?
I didn't ask yet.
Oh, you didn't?
How dare you jump in the gun? How dare you?
I'm sorry. Okay.
Have you seen any other Wes Anderson films?
Well, Budapest Hotel, yeah.
You see The French Dispatch? Did you see
No.
The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou? Did you see Bottle Rocket?
Send me those names and I'll watch them. Dang it. I love Budapest Hotel. That's about the only one I guess I've seen of his.
You didn't see The Fantastic Mr. Fox or The Isle of Dogs?
I might have seen The Isle of Dogs, I think.
That was the animation one with dogs?
Yeah, I like that one. Oh, yeah. This ought to be good. Oh, yeah.
So would you say you're a big fan?
I'm a big fan
of Wes Anderson. Okay.
Right.
Because you remember when I was talking on the radio last week, I said that there's really no middle of the road when it comes to Wes Anderson. Either you love him or you hate him.
Mm-hmm. Well, so far I love him, but I'm not sure. When I see this movie, I'll let you know. Okay?
But yeah, you've seen more than just this movie, though.
Yeah, I have.
You loved Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yes. Oh, I love that to pieces. That was great. Oh, yeah. I want to watch that again. That's fun. Mm-hmm.
Well, then go
But
watch
I'm
it.
not. I'll go watch Asteroid City. Yay.
Well, you
Okay.
can watch Grand Budapest Hotel. It's not like you work.
Thanks a lot. Nobody'd hire an 81-year-old person.
That's not true. You could be a door greeter. You'd be the best door greeter because you couldn't move.
No, I couldn't move at all. No. That's true.
You could be like an
Security.
idiocracy. You could do like Costco. Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Hey, I could do that. Oh, yeah.
See?
I tell everybody I love them. Yeah.
I think you should start a new career, Ma.
Oh, okay. God, get me out of the house. There you go. Okay.
I like it.
Okay. Well, anyhow.
Okay, Ma,
What?
my turn.
Okay.
How many Ma Hinshaw loses her cookies are you going to give the Flash?
And this, I don't usually do this. I really don't, because I see something I don't like about something. I'm giving it a 5. There you go.
Well, then
5
why did you
cookies.
give it a 5 if you didn't like something about something?
There wasn't anything I said.
I'm so confused.
I liked it all from beginning to end, and the end too. Okay? You got to see the end. If you don't see the middle or the beginning, go see the end, okay? All
Well,
right.
the beginning is like my favorite part.
Well, you're brutal. Come on.
Ma,
Okay.
come on. A bunch of babies falling to their death?
You're brutal. That's all I can say. That's not what. Gee.
It was hilarious, and you know it.
I don't know if I think it was that. But I'm not going to give it a 4.5. I'll give it a 5 anyway. So, okay. All right?
Okay. All
Okay.
right. Well, what else would you like to add about the Flash? Or are you done?
I'm
you need
done.
to go get a sandwich.
Yes, I do. I need a sandwich. Okay. Off I
So
go
should
for
it
a
be
sandwich.
Ma Hinshaw loses her sandwiches?
No. No. It's just I had a late lunch and now I'm getting hungry. So I'm going to go eat something.
You haven't had dinner yet?
No. Well, you
Why
haven't
didn't you have
either.
dinner? Dad likes to eat dinner at like 3.
I ate lunch at 3 because it wasn't my dinner. Anyway. Okay, I'm hungry. I'm going to go eat. Okay.
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 Well,
Remember,
I guess on that note, thanks everybody for listening to Ma Hinshaw Loses Her Cookies, episode number 18. Don't forget to enter our contest for a free copy of Buddy Games. If you want the details on that, you need to go back and listen to the first part of my podcast with Mysterious Mike Talent. But yeah, just shoot us an email on that one. So
Yes.
Thanks again for... Geez, did you just sneeze?
no, I said yes.
Oh, I was going to say, I can't
No.
edit that out. Oh,
No,
Lord.
I didn't sneeze.
Anyways, all right. Well, thanks everybody for listening. I guess we'll chat with you next week. Ma, are you going to chat with them next week?
Yes, I'll chat.
Okay. We will chat with you next week when Ma Hinshaw loses her cookies yet again.
Farewell.